Thanks, Karen, for that generous introduction. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land upon which we gather, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you with the Islamic greeting of Salam Alaikum, which means peace be upon you, and Ramadan Mubarak to you all. I'd like to thank all of you for participating in this annual Iftar dinner event. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank our co-host, the Minister for Multicultural Affairs, the Honourable Ross Spence, the Minister for Community Sport and Minister for Youth, and the Shadow Minister for Citizenship and Multicultural Affairs, Shadow Minister for Energy Renewables, and Shadow Minister for Communities Recovery, Mr. Craig Archer, for their co-hosting duty and also for their support to these programs. So thank you very much. I'd also like to acknowledge our keynote speaker here tonight, Professor Marshall Acton AO, the Associate Provost of the University of Melbourne, a highly regarded intellectual who has done a lot for this country. We're looking forward to hearing her presentation shortly. I'd also like to welcome all the federal and state parliamentary dignitaries that are with us tonight. All your names were mentioned, so I won't go through that again. And at the risk of omitting anyone, thank you for your participation and your support. We welcome you all, one and all, and we thank you for all that you're doing for our democracy. Something that should be reviewed and cherished, I believe, considering what's happening in various parts of the world. To the members of the judiciary, we welcome you. We welcome all the judges, magistrates, barristers, legal practitioners here tonight. To the many representatives from the Consular Corps, public service, law enforcement agencies, media, academia, NGOs, sports, arts, entertainment, business, community and religious groups, welcome to you all. I'd also like to thank our sponsors, the National Australia Bank, Melbourne Water, Football Victoria, Parker Lawyers, Melbourne ISP, Guzman McKing, Fountain Bookshop, and our primary sponsor, Centimere Foundation, for their ongoing support and their contribution. I'd also like to thank and acknowledge Karen for her emceeing tonight. Thank you again for helping us out tonight. Our original MC actually called up this morning. She said, I've got something I think I'll come down with something. So thank you, Karen, for making yourself available for tonight. And we appreciate you helping us out tonight. The Victorian Parliament Iftar is one of the most special dinners in the month of Ramadan for the AIS. It's a good reminder of how far we have come. And like Craig said, our first Iftar dinner was way back in 2001. So this is our 21st annual Iftar dinner and the 16th Victorian Parliament Iftar dinner. In the AIS, we are co-hosting some 25 Iftar dinners, with 17 of them being home Iftars. We've had the good fortune of having both the Minister Ross Spence and Craig Archer at a home Iftar. I'd like to encourage you all to take up the offer. If there are any Muslims on the tables, please extend an invitation to your home and invite our guests so that they can share or partake in that tradition. It's also great to be able to gather together after the COVID years and be able to share a meal with good company. For Muslims, Ramadan is a time for connection. This connection has an inner dimension where one evaluates where they are in life and their relationship with their Creator. There's also an outer dimension, a connection that reaches out and binds us with the wider world that we live in. As we are social beings, we yearn for the companionship, whether to spin a yarn or share our innermost feelings. We do not seek to be alone for too long. For many, we live in households without children, or they are simply a phone call away. Those whose parents are still with us or have siblings around, they too are a call away. For others, the loss of a loved one during this period, whether it be through COVID or other means, leaves a huge hole in their lives. They are reminded about the precious value of life. Every precious individual has a place in society and has a right to express their views. As Yunus Emre, a Sufi mystic, has said, and it's written on the booklet on your tables, love the creation for the sake of the Creator. Here, creation means everything from human beings to the inanimate world. For it is out of love and respect for the Creator that has become an axiom to deal with those around you and a lens to view life and the challenges that come your way. Mainstream humanity shares similar hopes and aspirations for themselves and loved ones. A world where they can live to their potential, be respected, be accepted amongst their contemporaries. Difference is having a different perspective. Having a different perspective is healthy when it leads to advancing society on issues that are troubling us. Difference is a reality. Difference has existed from the beginning of time, and will continue till the end of time. It is when this difference becomes a point of division that it becomes dangerous. Treating difference with respect and listening with an eager ear to learn to augment on our understanding of life is priceless. This is possibly the modern prescription for the ideal global citizen, who draws energy and information from their environment to raise themselves to a higher level of self-awareness. We don't always agree with our loved ones. At times they challenge us or even irritate us with their words or actions. But we find a way to look beyond these moments and look to build a life together that brings out the best of each other so that we reach new frontiers. We have each other's back. We know their existence is a gift, a light, an energy that gives meaning to our own life and keeps us firmly grounded on our life's journey. The time we have together is precious. Their life is precious. Our lives together are precious. So let's make the most of the time that we have with them. Ramadan is a time to reflect and connect. And this was on my mind recently with the local, global, and local challenges that we are facing. I've chosen to cherish the time that I have left with the loved ones around me, from my immediate family to those far and wide. Humanity is one large family with many differences. It's our choice to make those differences a contributing factor to the precious life we live in the here and now. Once again, I thank you all for your attendance and your ongoing support. I wish this period of holy days and nights, as Easter and Passover in particular are also imminent, open the doors of mercy for us all. I also pay tribute to all our sponsors again. I thank them all for their support. I again thank our co-hosts, and I also thank Professor Marshall Acton for being here with us tonight. Thank you again. Ramadan Mubarak to you all.